It's July 8th, 2010. After weeks and months and years, really, of speculation, we're about to find out where LeBron James will sign as a free agent. He's gonna tell us right now, in the middle of an hour-long ESPN special entitled The Decision. This is weird. How the hell did we get here? LeBron's been talking for a while already, and the things he said shine some light on events preceding this moment, like this.
And that's what I did a few years ago. I put myself in a position to have this process.
LeBron really did put himself in this position. In 2006, the Cleveland Cavaliers offered their budding superstar a 5-year extension on his contract. LeBron instead requested a 3-year extension that kicked in the following year, setting him up to become a first-time unrestricted free agent in the summer of 2010. During that extension, LeBron has blossomed into a 2-time league MVP, but his Cavs have only been to the finals once, and they got swept. Cleveland's efforts to provide James a co-star have been lacking. But heading into the 09-10 season, with free agency looming, Cleveland really went for it, trading for what remains of Shaquille O'Neal and acquiring Antoine Jamison at the deadline. This is where I have to mention that rumors suggested the Cavs could have also traded for Amari Stoudemire, but they didn't want to give up J.J. Hickson in the deal. It's more complicated than that, but still. Anyway, LeBron and friends had the best record in the NBA, beat the Bulls in the first round of the 2010 playoffs, and then ran into the Celtics in the second round. The Cavs built a 2-1 series lead, then fell apart. LeBron struggled, especially in a dismal Game 5, and Boston took the series in 6. This was supposed to be the year Cleveland won big, but it very much wasn't, and without that success as a bargaining chip to keep LeBron around, Cavs owner Dan Gilbert panicked. He fired Mike Brown, the recent Coach of the Year winner who'd led Cleveland to the finals. General manager Danny Ferry resigned in protest. While the franchise convulsed, fans in LeBron's hometown of Akron held a rally in his honor. He showed up after it had ended. But James did suggest that he preferred to stay in Cleveland.
You know, this city, these fans, has given me a lot. For me, it's comfortable, and so it does have an edge.
And the Cavs moved quickly to find a new coach who'd help convince him to stay. They offered a heap of money to Michigan State's Tom Izzo, but he didn't like that LeBron uncertainty and declined. Eventually, the Cavs hired Byron Scott, who'd coached the Nets to a couple finals, then had some winning years with LeBron's friend Chris Paul in New Orleans. Pretty good hire, but LeBron didn't say a public word about it, not even on his brand new Twitter account. So Cleveland fans are nervous. LeBron just happened to get drafted by his hometown team. He had no control over that. Now he does have control. It's something new for him, which he also addressed earlier in this TV special.
You weren't able to be recruited because you went straight to the NBA from high school. So have you enjoyed this recruiting process now?
Well, I have enjoyed it, and I want to thank all 6 teams.
Yes, LeBron has made it clear that precisely 6 teams are eligible for his services. Not that others aren't trying. The 2010 free agent class is deep. But once July 1st hit, all 6 of those teams paused their other negotiations to fly to Cleveland and line up for meetings with LeBron. The New Jersey Nets had the first meeting on Thursday the 1st. They just finished a 12-win season, but they have brand new draft pick Derek Favors, the cap flexibility to add another big star like Chris Bosh, a new owner from Russia with ungodly wealth that he got doing not crimes. And they have Jay-Z, one of LeBron's good friends, as a part owner. He came to the meeting as well. The Nets thought their meeting went great. Cool. What did LeBron think? I guess we'll find out, but there were 5 more meetings to consider. Later on July 1st, the Knicks got an audience with LeBron. New York spent the last couple years frantically blasting all their decent, well-paid players into outer space, so they have room not just for LeBron, but for a couple free agents. The Knicks made that clear in their meeting and talked up the benefits of Mike D'Antoni's fast-paced offense and the benefits of playing in a market like New York, where they suggested James could literally become a billionaire. But the Knicks mostly let others do the talking. They presented a video with testimonials from all sorts of New York celebrities, and they even recruited James Gandolfini and Edie Falco to get back in character and film a fake Sopranos scene that they presented to LeBron because he's a Sopranos fan. I'm not joking. In the video, Tony Soprano, wearing a beard because he was in witness protection, asked where his friend LeBron should stay when visiting town, and then Carmela said he should stay at Madison Square Garden. Yo, Knicks, if Tony and Carmella are in witness protection, then why are they living in New York? That's just a couple miles away from their hometown. Okay, you're trying to recruit somebody. Plot matters. I'm asking as a fan of yours to get your shit together. But anyway, New York is a possibility. LeBron's first meeting on July 2nd was with the Miami Heat. Miami hasn't been wildly dumping salary like New York, but they have been careful to keep the team around Dwayne Wade pretty lean, a risky move since he's a free agent this summer too. Heat president Pat Riley pulls strings his own way. When the Cavs came to Miami for a game in November 2009, Riley arranged a meeting between himself, LeBron, and Michael Jordan. You know, just a couple of basketball guys hanging out and not tampering at all. Soon after, LeBron dramatically announced he would stop wearing number 23 as soon as possible out of deference to MJ's legacy. So Riley knows he's got some influence, and he exerted every bit of it in the free agent meeting. He showed LeBron his numerous championship rings, invited Alonzo Mourning to talk about Heat culture, and made sure to mention that there's no state income tax in Florida. So that's got to be enticing. LeBron's next suitor on July 2nd was the Clippers. Clippers GM Neil Olshey has known LeBron for a while, and he just wanted to talk about basketball. Forget glitz and glamour, said Neil. The Clippers have talent. They have Baron Davis. They have Blake Griffin, who missed his whole rookie year because of injury, but still. They have Chris Kaman? It was a short meeting, but you never know. On Saturday, July 3rd, LeBron had his last two meetings. The first was with his current team, who'd enlisted fans to hold up signs and rallies and wherever LeBron went throughout the weekend. LeBron met with new coach Byron Scott and new GM Chris Grant. The Cavs also played a video depicting LeBron as part of a homemade Family Guy-style cartoon that referenced inside jokes only members of the Cavaliers would get. Speaking of things only the Cavs would get, Cleveland can offer more money than anyone else since they're the incumbent team. So there's always returning home. But LeBron had one more meeting on Saturday, and it was with the team many considered a frontrunner at the time. The Bulls' pitch was simple. LeBron can pick up where MJ left off and win a bunch of rings in Chicago. His all-star supporting cast is already in place. The Bulls have Derrick Rose, they have Joakim Noah, and they'd have cap space even after signing LeBron. Oh, and it's what President Obama wants. The Bulls make a lot of sense. That team would be sick. So we know the 6 possibilities for LeBron's answer here, we just don't know which of the 6 he'll say.
How many people know your decision right now?
Not many.
Or do we know? To no one's surprise, a lot of rumors have been percolating around all of this, and eventually some actual reports. One rumor that's been floating around for years, but mostly in like Bill Simmons mailbags and stuff, seemed too wild to be true. The rumor went that when LeBron, Bosh, and Wade were together with Team USA preparing for the 2008 Olympics, they made a pact to join forces once their contracts all expired in 2010. And I'm sure whoever spread that rumor noticed when LeBron's agency, CAA, purchased the agency that claimed Bosh and Wade as clients. The rumor still kind of faded until late June when Stephen A. Smith said this. But Stephen A's been sending out all kinds of tweets that contradict his prior statement or are just unhinged, so who knows? Anyway, after the weekend of LeBron meetings, teams actually started making some moves. The Hawks decided to hold on to Joe Johnson. The Knicks agreed to terms with Amari Stoudemire, who then immediately started promoting the idea of him and LeBron as co-stars. The Bulls struck a deal with Carlos Boozer, another addition to what is clearly the strongest pre-existing roster LeBron could join. The Raptors put together a sign and trade that would help Chris Bosh get to Cleveland and perhaps become LeBron's co-star there. But then Bosh decided to join the Heat instead, with Wade returning to Miami by his side, validating at least part of Stephen A. Smith's report. Amidst all of this, LeBron finally set a deadline. News surfaced that he would announce his decision on ESPN. Reporters soon gathered that the event would be filmed in Greenwich, Connecticut. All advertising dollars would go to charity, and LeBron would announce by way of an interview with sportscaster Jim Gray. The rumors since then have been out of control. NFL player Chad Ochocinco and NBA player Jared Dudley both say LeBron's going to New York, and I don't know, they're not reporters, but they sounded confident. And reports suggesting the TV special might be filmed at the home of Knicks executive Allen Houston gave New Yorkers even more hope, although we later found out it would take place at the local Boys and Girls Club. Meanwhile, Us Magazine reported that LeBron has rented 6 cabanas at the W Hotel in South Beach to celebrate his signing, which got Heat fans excited. Then, on Wednesday night, 24 hours before this Decision TV special, New York reporter Alan Hahn straight up reported it via multiple sources. LeBron will join Wade and Bosh in Miami. And Chris Broussard promptly reported the same thing. ESPN refuses to get scooped on this one. But I don't know, there have been reports since that the Heat organization pulled newspaper ads that they were going to run welcoming LeBron. Maybe LeBron changed his mind overnight. Maybe the reports were somehow wrong to begin with. Maybe the Heat are just following league rules. The Knicks reportedly sent NBA legend and disgraced executive Isaiah Thomas on a last-ditch recruiting mission to meet with LeBron's people in Cleveland, which, man, if Isaiah really is the one to bring LeBron to New York, that is going to be a lot to wrap my head around. But, is LeBron really going to use this hour-long TV special to break the hearts of all his fellow Ohioans? Some folks can't believe he would do that. But police are preparing for riots if he does, because Clevelanders will not take that well, not like this. Cavs fans are ready to react, and so are millions of fans at home, not to mention crowds outside the event in Greenwich. They've had to sit through about half an hour of this TV special before LeBron's verdict. Inside, LeBron is flanked by Gray and surrounded by children. He's got branding all around him from the companies whose advertising dollars will go to charity. Kanye's here because why not? Also, there's a 13-year-old named Donovan Mitchell in the crowd outside the Boys and Girls Club. I have no idea why I'm telling you this. Altogether, this is NBA free agency taken to its extreme. The game's best player has put himself in a position of control. He has the whole league dancing around him. 6 hand-picked teams came to Cleveland to pitch LeBron in a variety of ways. Now he will choose one. We've been told which, but it's hard to discern signal from noise amid all this. Okay, it's time. Let's find out. Welcome to A Moment in History.
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.